Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are with the homeless surfer back at home in San Diego. Another beautiful hot day ahead. So happy Easter. It's already here. Come on into San Diego. You're going to love the weather. 75 at the beach, perfect blue sky, nice little surf, not too much for the rookie. So you can enjoy the day without drowning at the ocean. So come on down, dudes. It's here and ready for you. Anytime you need it, just hook me up on the comments. I'll meet you down at the beach. Anyway, so crazy shit's happening, man. I'll tell you. Like I said before, the minute you start trying to do positive stuff, it's amazing how much negative just starts coming out of nowhere. It's really strange to me too, because some of it's just internal feelings, negativity going into you. You know, it's almost like we talk about the cell signals and how you don't see them, and the television signals and the satellite signals and everything else going around that we don't even see. And it doesn't ever, but it never hits you. You know what I mean? It doesn't go in you. Unlike this negative energy that you'd be walking down the street and feeling just fine, and all of a sudden, bam, just it hits you, and you're so trying to be positive. You know, it's almost like it really is. It is the magnetic thing. You know, the positive, the negative are repelling or attracting whatever they're doing. I can feel it, and it's really strange. Like, for instance, to give you a couple for instances, you know, it's no big deal. I got the 60-day notice, that I know. They stuck it on my door, and I got it, and that was cool. Not really, but you know, you try not to think about it. So then the next thing that happens is they send a sheriff to my door with a 60-day notice. So you're answering the door to a cop, and holy crap, you know, it's unbelievable. And yeah, so there it is again. So it hits you again, and you go back thinking about it, and you're trying not to think about it. That's the whole point. And and then they send me one in the mail. So yesterday I go to the mail a day or two after the cop. There it is again. So it's like, here, more Nate. Let's keep reminding you that this is happening. Keep that in your head to screw your head up. That way, you know, you'll quit manifesting because you'll start worrying. You'll let the you'll let Stephen. I think it was Stephen R. Covey was the guy that wrote this, but it's something like urgent and important, and you know, there's four boxes, and this is definitely one of those that falls into the distraction box. It's a distraction. There's nothing I can do about it, but wait until the time comes, and then I have to file the answer. And yeah, so in the next 6 weeks, don't worry about it. But dude, it's hard. Trust me, it's really hard, and things keep hitting you like that. You know, and then because you're in a positive mode, you start noticing the negativity around you, the yelling at the freaking people's houses, and the things that go on um, are just unbelievable. And you feel it. You start noticing it. I've lived here for 3 years, never noticed none of this. Suddenly, in the last couple of weeks, since I've really been getting into this good flow, this good positive energy, I notice this negative energy when it's throwing at me or going on around me more than I ever did. So it's definitely a lesson that I'm learning right now with manifestation, and keeping in mind too that everything can't be hunky dory. If it's too easy, you're not going to appreciate it when you get there. You got to be able to adapt, adjust, refocus your attitude and your energy, and get going again. And right now, I'm talking completely to myself. You know, not that I'm not talking to you online, but right now, I'm thinking for myself. You're sitting here listening to me go through my thought processes of how to get through this dilemma. And then that negative energy, where it extends into my positive affirmations, are I start doubting myself. You know, maybe I won't get a lawyer because it's tough. And there's, you know, I ran into a couple things there that were negative to find out, but we can get through them. It's just going to slow things down a touch. But that's okay. There's time. Don't panic. See, there you go. There's the panic comes in. You start going, oh, shit, shit, shit. We're running out of time. No, we're not. Calm down. Got to just get through it. Get the negative out of me and breathe. And I'm learning to do that more and more. Just what, you know, when you start getting wound up, settle down. Take a breath, recenter, get back into what the mindset is. And it's not to say that the problem that I'm facing with these attorneys is not going to be solved. It will be solved. It's just going to take more work than I thought. But nothing worth having is not worth working for, something like that. My sayings are all screwed up, man. I'm like one of those dudes on a comic show, like Woody and Woody Harrelson in Cheers back in the day. He always had the sayings. He knew he had the sayings, but he didn't get them right. So I got a lot of that, a lot of mixed signals. But yeah, so try to stay positive, and it's okay. I just got to relax and get there and get back there. Because one thing I don't want to give people the impression, or give you the impression in any way, shape, or form, is that staying positive is so easy to do. Oh no, it is not. There is more times I feel like punching somebody than smiling at somebody, but that's just me, and I'm just saying. But I really believe that staying positive is so necessary for our overall mental and physical and emotional health. Because, man, when I don't stay positive, I get in that negative real quick, and it's so easy in this world because of the way that the energy lies. Is so much more negative going on around us than positive. In fact, when you start being positive around people, a lot of the negative will attack you because they don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable. Your success is their failure. And when they start looking at you like that, it's a bad thing. And that's when you got to start leaving people behind and saying, yeah, can't have that negativity around me. It's not going to help me, no matter who it is, no matter what it is. You got to leave the negative behind, because you got to, especially when it's negative you're grabbing onto instead of negative just flying at you. It's easier to do this than hang on to the negative like this. So yeah, I guess I'm just talking myself into, like I said, this is my confessional as well, and I'm confessing that, hey, I'm not I'm not having a positive yesterday. Yesterday was really not a positive day. I didn't feel good. I wasn't getting through to the lawyers. I got a rejection on an email returned. So I was like, oh my God. One person said, no, this is no good. Throw it all out the window. Start thinking of a new idea. And that's funny to me because it is a good idea. And that's why it's going to be hard to make it happen. If it was easy, someone else would have already done it. You know what I mean? And I have learned that sometimes I doubt my ideas, but it always turns out I'm kind of on the cutting edge of shit. And this is definitely one of those things that's going to be on the cutting edge. Problem you're having, let me give you my problem where this negative started was, I used to run a phone room. And basically what you do is you go on TV and you see them all day long. You advertise, Jacoby and Myers, call us for personal injury. Well, that's not a law firm, or it might be some people, but it's not a law firm specifically. What it is a group of lawyers that have a phone service. And there's two ways that phone service works. Basically, they do the advertising. They put the number on. They receive the call. Now, when they receive the call, they're just phone room people with a questionnaire of about 7 to 10 questions they need to ask. Being the first question they ask is, have you been in an accident recently? That was my first tip. I was like, oh, shit. Because I know that, like I said, I've ran those rooms. And for one call, if I call them and say, yes, I have a case, and I give them those things, and I meet the criterion that they've established for the lawyer didn't give them the criterion. They told the lawyer, this is what we'll give you. If the lawyer pays them $100 for that forwarded phone call, they also agree that for that $100, they're going to forward 7 more. So 7 lawyers at a single time are going to get that same phone call referred to them to call back and try to get an appointment. That's when it's first come, first serve. Those guys, they're not right on that, they miss out. So the first, when those words go out to those 7 attorneys, trust me, that guy's getting 7 calls in 7 minutes. But and then if you make it an exclusive, they charge $600 for that. And that means the guy called in, passed 10 questions, and now he's going to talk to the lawyer. Nope, a case, nothing. But, and that's how they pretty much market. That's other than the TV ads and the billboards you see. And they're going to crack down on those advertisements anyway, because there's a new law in California. They want to get rid of the billboard lawyers. It's costing the state a fortune. But, that's their wah. They're getting sued because they're doing dumb shit here in California. So they keep getting sued. Now they want to create a law against the people that are suing them. Really interesting, huh? But anyway, so that's kind of the way it works. But, you got to get through these guys. And getting through to them didn't prove to be anything easy. In fact, emails aren't even available. That's new to me, man. When I was just left business 15 years ago, email was the new thing. You know what I mean? Just email me. Don't call me. Email me something. And now I'm like, I call them and say, hey, I just want to send you an email so you can kind of review this thing we're doing, and then get back to me, or I'll get back to you in a couple of days from it. Ah, there is no emails on their freaking websites or contact information, nothing. And then you call the office, and it's not even the office. You're asking someone for the email, and they're asking like you're asking for their birth certificate or their social security number. And someone's like, no, I just want to send something over. If he likes it, call me back. If not, put it in the trash bin. That's what I do. I like to check out what's coming, but sometimes I'm not looking or I'm too busy. I will just not even look at it, and that happens. I'm not mad at people for that. That's you got up this morning with a plan. A sales dude walks into your office. Doesn't mean your plans changed. It means he's kind of getting in the way of your plans. So you got to take that the right way, and you got to do all, like I said yesterday, you got to do the dancing. And I forgot all that part. It's been years since I've had to follow protocol. But yeah, we're going to have to follow protocol. That's the way it is. If we're going to have the success we want to have, we're going to have to play the game the rules of the game the way they're written. You don't get to go in and start cheating and consider yourself a victor. Not going to happen. You'll get kicked out of the league. So now I'm not going to get kicked out of the league. So we'll keep working on this. I'm feeling more positive now as we talk. Get back up on that horse. Damn it. I got 4 numbers of people that I called, and how I got those numbers. See, I am smart. I went to the city business licensing and looked at the last 30 days of the month of February. All the businesses that got business licenses in San Diego, California for that month. Found 4 law firms registered. So, those are young lawyers just getting out there, getting started. From their names, I can now look them up on the Bar Association and kind of see what their specialties are. That helps. Still, I don't think there's going to be any email though. But if not, that's cool. The phone call works better. It's a warmer way to send an email to let them know it's coming and who it's coming from. So I think that's helpful. So we'll get this done. I mean, yeah, just getting back into the positive. See if you have someone to talk to. See what you can do for your own self. It's like that's why psychologists just sit there and bartenders just sit there and say, yeah, tell me more. Because you can talk your way into the solution by finding some positive aspects. Suddenly all that negative is feeling like the positive is like taking over. Wow, right in front of you. Boy, I'm telling you, dude, I'm feeling it right now. It just came back. Ooh, it's that sun, the warmth of that sun. I think it just melted it back into me and melted the negative feelings away. We'll make this happen. It's going to happen. So yeah, getting back on the positive. That feels good, man. You saw me do that. And like I said, this is my confessional. So I think I just opened myself up and found my own answers. And I think most of the time the answers are with us, especially if we're looking at it from the positive light or in the right light. If you're looking at something with hate or anger or those kind of emotions, you don't usually get the right answer. You don't usually get the right feelings of it. Like I say, you can be walking down the street and wham, that's what happened to me yesterday. Just wham, it hit me. And I'm like, oh my God, can I really do this? Am I going to be able? Yeah, hell yeah. We're going to do this. And we're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. Life is a path. Some days you're going to have a beautiful person laying over that you're in love with under a tree with a picnic basket. What a bitchin' day that's going to be, right? You got to get up and keep walking down your path, and the next thing might be a troll wanting some money from you. You never know. But you just deal with what's in front of you and then walk on down the path. And on that path, there's going to be good things and there's going to be bad things. That's called life. Don't let the bad things destroy you, and don't let the good things destroy you either. It's not going to be good forever and it's not going to be bad forever. So don't get caught up in either one of them too much. Just appreciate them. Enjoy it. Lift your head up and walk down the path. Whistle a tune and enjoy the day. So, feel better. Thank you. God, you guys are great. Remember, so here we go. We got to go like, subscribe, all that stuff they do in these things. I'm going to do it again at the end because I'm noticing they do it twice to remind you. Because, guys, really seriously, dude, this is amazing because I'm an old man, a 61-year-old homeless surfer who has been kicked out of his shelter that was given to me during COVID. And I'm blessed for that, dude. I really was, because I was able to come in here and get well and get back to who I am, who you're looking at. Because trust me, I'll try to get those pictures up, but no, it was crazy, dude. I was dead, laying in bed, dead. And to be alive is so good. So anyway, oh, walking the path of life for sure. That's what we want to keep doing, man. And take the good with the bad. Don't get too caught up on either one. I know I already said part of this, but I'm trying to retrack where I was because I have those brain fart things going on. I'm never going to be this channel. I hope, I watch these YouTube channels and there's even people that'll tell you how you're supposed to talk to people. I just don't understand that. To me, that's so unnatural. If I want to watch somebody acting in a certain protocol, I can watch the World News Tonight. That's what they do. What I dig about this is like Rogan and Mayer when Bill Mayer does his podcast in the basement. That thing, I love those things, man. It's just conversation with people. Let's talk. Just talking's cool. We come up with answers for ourselves and others. So and we share because, like I said, we're all special. We all have one thing in us that no one else has. One thing, maybe more, but for sure one thing that no one else has. And it might be a combination of different effects of who you are, what you've seen and what you've learned and what you've experienced and how you've felt about things. And it might make a big combination of one thing, but that's still a special thing because it's yours. So embrace being special, embrace being different. You don't infect though, and we see this in this current times with these kids. Be you, be special, be different. It's cool. How you dress, how you do artistic expression of yourself, awesome. But don't be mad at anyone else that is different. Let them be them and you be you, and let's all live happily ever after. Because hey, as a closet liberal, I want to see progressive. That's what I am. I'm not a liberal. I'm a progressive. I want to see us progress. And progressing, everybody comes out of the shadows and stands in the sunlight. And don't matter how you look or how you talk or how you make your food or what you eat for dinner. It doesn't matter. What matters is we have a foundation of, hey, I don't want to harm you and you don't want to harm me. And let's not harm anybody. Let's all take care of each other. And we see a man that's down or a woman, a person that's down, help them up. Help a dog up, for God's sake. Help them up. That's what we do. And if we started doing that, we're going to get in a place that is going to make this world a better place. And we got to step up, guys. It's time to step up. We need to be the beings that we are, that we are made to be, not the beings that we are. Because right now this world is full of muck and mire, and we're walking through it, and we're slushing around in our boots. You ever get your boots ripped off by the mud? Yeah, I have. And then you sink into the mud worse. You don't want to do that, man. Stay above the mud. Get your the little boat thing they have in the Everglades, or those airboat things. Yeah, get one of them and just cruise across that shit. Don't try to walk through it. It's a mess. So, all right, guys, I so appreciate you today letting me talk to you and letting me get back into a headset that's going to work for me, specifically for today. Let's get them lawyers up, man. Get those emails out. Get those lawyers on the phone. God dang it. Find the answer. That's the fun, I guess. Like I said before, the real fun of starting a business and getting something going for yourself is the challenges that you face that you overcome because you'll start getting confident about that shit. And I don't care how old you are. You can be 40, 20, 90. There's people that still don't know how to believe in themselves, still don't have self-esteem enough to go, I can do anything I fucking choose. Anything. Well, I can't join the army anymore, like I said. And I ain't going to be a captain of a ship or none of that shit, but I can still be who I want to be inside. And that's most important because we've all had shit from the outside that was just that shit from the outside. Bad stuff, good stuff. Like I said, the Porsche was my first one. Sold my soul for the Porsche. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. Please comment, like, share, do those things. I really need you guys. Like I said, it's so cool that you can help me make a living just by telling a friend and showing them on here. And come visit once in a while. Once you subscribe, I start moving forward, dude, and then they start paying me for this shit. And wouldn't it be nice to take a 60-year-old old surfer from living on the wall drinking alcohol back to a home, and then hopefully back to like a Mr. Beast thing where I can start giving that money that they're, because you make it so much, you just give it back, man. Who the fuck needs that? When I'm dead, I don't need no money and I ain't leaving nothing for my kids. So that's that. I'm going to spend it up or give it away. They can earn theirs. Anyway, bye. No surf today. It's too flat.